Hello and welcome back to my channel. This is part 1 of Let's Make a Puzzle. Today we are going to show you how to make the meshes that we need for our puzzle. So I've just started off with a normal first person template in Unreal 5.6, but this should work in any version of Unreal. First of all, we're just going to do a little bit of housekeeping, make a folder, and we're going to call it Puzzle. And inside this folder, we're going to make another folder, and we're going to call it Meshes. Open up that folder. We're going to go up to our selection, go to Modeling. We're going to make a box. And the first thing we're going to do is look for here, make sure that the default is AutoGen, but make sure we're going to go to current folder. And I'm going to change this color to black, clear coat black. Okay, and we're going to make a box 34, 5. Everything else will leave standard. And we're just going to say accept that. Then I'm going to create another box, but this time it's going to be 30, and we're just going to do this on a bit of height, say 15. And we're going to drop that and accept that. Okay, so now we want to cut this box out of this one. So first of all, we need to line them up. So let's go on here. We're going to click its location, say copy. Click on this one's location and paste the location so they go straight on top of each other. As you can see here. Okay. But we want to raise this up a little bit. So we want to raise it up 2 mils. So we're going to say this is 2, 1, 2. You see, it just raises it up. And we're going to select the both by holding down the Shift key. You should see in your outliner that we've selected both. We're going to go to, I believe it's Model, yes, Model, Boolean. And we're going to do the difference between A and B. And you see this one's shaded out. And we're just going to click accept. And here now you should see that we have a cutout in our mesh. And if we go to our content drawer, you see we have 3 different meshes. The one we're interested in, one is a Boolean, so let's rename that. We're going to call this base mesh. And you can go ahead and delete these 2. Okay, make sure you save everything. Okay, so now we're going to make one more mesh. Go back into your world. Go to create. We'll create another box. This time it's going to be 10 by 10 by 3. And I'm going to change. Let's do that first. Let's make up another material first. So let's cancel this. Go to our content drawer. Go to our puzzle. New folder. Materials. And what we want to do is find that material here. So let's say, if I say create a box, we can look at the material, find out this one. Okay, so what we want to do is make a copy of this. So go to our materials folder, drag it onto there, copy to here, and then we're going to go to our materials folder. We're going to rename this. We're going to call this M black, just for simplification. We're going to duplicate this. I'm going to call it M white. Okay, open up your M white. We're simply just going to change the value from 0 here to 1. Apply it, save it, and close that down. Okay, so back in our world, we're going to create our box again. So here we go. 10, the settings should still be the same, 10, 10, 10, but we're going to change the material to M white. We need a white one, and we're simply going to accept that. Let's zoom in on it. Okay, so what I want to do is put a bevel on it. Now, remember rightly, it's I can never find anything in here. Not, I think it's polygroup. Polygroup bevel tool. Okay. So we need to select shift the top 4 edges. Bevel. And you see that bevel's way too big. So let's say 0.5. We just want a tiny bevel on it. And we're going to accept the accent. Okay. And we're going to accept the polygroup edit. Now what we're going to do is we want to make those bevels stand out a bit. And you see why when we make the puzzle, it just makes life a little bit easier when we're doing the puzzle. We want to keep these white, but what we want to do is change the color of this face. And to change colors, you go to attributes, edit materials. We're going to add a material here into our materials list. We've got our white because that's the main color of this mesh. We're going to add the M underscore black just made. We're going to set the active material to M black. And we're simply going to click on these two panels. So when they turn red, we'll make sure we've got our black material here. And we will simply assign the active material and accept that. So now we have a white mesh with a black top and a bevel. Let's go back to our drawer, and actually I forgot we were in that folder, so I'm going to move this over to here. Let's rename this puzzle P. Let's rename them properly. SM underscore. And do the same things here. Rename this SM underscore. Okay. And that is all we're going to do in today's episode. I'm going to try and keep this to little short episodes. They may go on a bit longer when we code, but let's try and keep them short and see if people like it that way. If you prefer longer episodes, just comment below, let me know. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, check out my Patreon, and if you really like my work, join my Patreon or buy me a coffee. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.